through your freedom.
Cut out the jibber jabber. Don't be babbling like a fool. Say what you got to say. That's all. Then shut your dang pie hole.
Didn't we just get done discussing the ever-increasing, ever-pushing drive behind U.S. government and the globalists for more and more SHTF and war and conflict and trouble? Yeah, we just did. Welcome back to the Prepared Mind channel, folks. It's not like we have to make this stuff up. It just falls in our lap, and I want to share it with you so you can share it with others. Whether you've got a group you're working with or just a few individuals trying to wake them up, I'm glad you're doing it, folks. And this channel is an invaluable tool for everyone to use because we gather information 24/7, 365. We don't even take Christmas off when it comes to accepting information. Sadly, folks, they won't quit. They won't stop. They don't know how. I don't think they're that smart. I think they're so convinced that they're doing the right thing that they don't see the damage they're causing. And they just consider it collateral damage because the end justifies the means to these radical, socialist, anti-American leftists. We just talked about how there's a continual push for war, how Lindsey Graham for a third time has threatened, Putin of Russia, saying he needs to be assassinated, somehow taken out, tried for war crimes, etc. If we had an honest world court system, it would be very fascinating to see how many people are charged with war crimes, tried for war crimes, convicted for war crimes, and punished for their war crimes. Sadly, we don't see a whole lot of that, do we? Yeah, no, not really. Well, I guess having a conflict with Russia, a supplier of about 40% 40% of the world's energy needs, a lot of oil, a lot of gas, a lot of uranium, a lot of resources, mineral resources and other resources. Not to mention, they're a source for brain power, labor, right? Intelligent outsourcing goes to Russia in the world of IT computers. So yeah, let's go after Russia. Let's cripple the world. Well, apparently that's not enough. You thought Cerveza bug was bad? Oh, it is. You thought war with Russia and the potential was bad? You bet. How about China? I mean, the other day they shut down Shenzhen and about over 50 million people because, an outbreak of Cerveza bug. That scared the world, folks. No more computer chips, no more parts, no more toys, no more gizmos. No more iPhones. It was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's just a little taste of what would happen if China told us to pound sand. Well, he's not done, right? Biden isn't. Biden has now warned Emperor Xi Jinping of China. I know he's not emperor, he's got another name, but he's warned him. Who is Biden to warn Xi Jinping? Right? He's warning that there will be U.S. retaliation measures if China supports Russia. Unbelievable, folks, the temerity, the belief that Biden, who does he think he is, grandpa, who's going to tell the boys to knock their shit off, right? These idiots, folks, in the globalist camp think everyone is afraid of them. Well, surprise, and sad to say, they're not, right? The globalists with Biden put out a lot of wind, folks, and not so much rain. It's a lot of blustering and bullshit, but there's not a lot of behind it because China, along with Russia, have made counter moves and put in place countermeasures against the banking and corporate cartels and their interests. They already have an international payment system to work with one another. They're already making deals and disregarding the sanctions. They're already talking about gold-backed payment systems to settle debts. They have a military alliance they're developing and strengthening, and that's what Biden is. They're threatening them over, right? But folks, Russia has its pride, and it holds the upper hand in Ukraine. In China, folks, China has its pride, and it doesn't take to accepting threats any more than anyone else does. Probably a lot less, because they have 1.4 billion people, and they do have an authoritarian government. And the people there are well aware of how that works, how it operates, and that they will obey, or they could be subject to massive, folks, massive punishment from their own government. So they're 1.4 billion people versus the United States is 350 million people. Right? You take off 350 million and China still has over a billion more people. Now, if you break that down into men of fighting age, once again, folks, they outnumber us basically 4-1. Now, of course, I would love to brag and say, soldiers and Marines, they're superior fighting men, yada, yada, yada. 4-1 is a lot, folks. Now, China has its pride, it has its military, it has its equipment. And it doesn't like the way it's being treated, and it's acting differently. It's treating Russia as an ally, which it is. It's talking to Saudi Arabia, its energy ally, and others in the Middle East. Those are China's energy allies because China needs oil, right? And Biden, folks, is not respected in the world community, and I doubt he's respected in China. He's just looked at as a shakedown paymaster, right? And the way he talks to people, he talks down to them. Very disrespectful, right? And folks, all Democrats try that technique. The talking down to, the putting down, the acting like they have all powerful, all insight, all intelligence. It's a sure sign of, idiocy. It's a sure sign of weakness. And it only increases this attitude they have and the way they talk and threaten people. It only increases political tensions and increases the odds of eventual conflict. Now, if the U.S. were a strong ally of China, don't you think that they could cooperatively speak and say, hey, look, let's bring the situation to a close. Let's not increase tensions. Instead, and I know, folks, I know China is aggressive. I know China is antagonistic also. So I guess, fight fire with fire and fight stupid with stupid. Well, I guess we do have a case of dumb and dumber on the world stage with these leaders, right? Is it intentional or just the arrogance and ignorance of Biden and his masters in the banking and business world at the globalist level, where they want to take over, control everything, and they're willing to go to war. They're willing, folks, to smash the system. Now, of course, they don't want the houses to burn or the cities to burn. They want the highways and bridges intact. They don't want old-fashioned warfare where everything is destroyed. They want to keep everything in place. That's value. They just want to control it, take control of it, and they're pushing for that. Here we are, folks, in 2022, right? Biden is pushing China to engage, to enter the conflict. Are you prepared for food shortages, food rationing, fuel shortages, and fuel rationing? Are you prepared, folks, for what is coming? It's a big question to ask. Food, water, shelter, clothing, medicine, and a means of self-defense. It is the prepared mind, folks, that chance favors. Chance does not favor the unprepared. Chance does not favor the ignorant. Right? But the ignorant are catalysts in this world. Look at what they're doing. So get prepared, help others, share this video, hit subscribe, hit like, but most definitely share. YouTube, social media, big tech, they're trying to silence voices of reason and logic because they want their agenda. They want their narrative to be the sole narrative and sole agenda out there for everyone to obey and follow. I don't believe in that, folks. I believe in questioning authority, individually thinking and coming to our own conclusions, which is what I recommend you do. Don't just believe me. Look into things. Think about it. What is best for you? What is best for America? What is best for the planet? I think that when you consider all these things, the conclusion you will come to will be similar to mine, and that is that Biden is pushing for more conflict and war, because that is his agenda, and that is his path to what they consider progress, or this great reset. I'm not buying it, folks. I certainly don't want to pay for it. Hey, chance favors the prepared mind. Aren't you glad you're a prepper? Godspeed to all, Semper Fi, and I'll talk to you next on the Friday free-for-all. Be safe, get prepared.